That's an underrated rhythm section right there. Oh, hey everybody. It's Old School Nerd. Yeah, Ad Infinitum, Chapter 2, Legacy. Yeah. Oddly enough, people know that my first reaction ever was to Ginger Pisces and then Who's Gonna Be the One. And then that started the rabbit hole of me doing reactions on YouTube. What a lot of people don't know is the first band that I saw and went, this is really different than what I thought, was Ad Infinitum. Now, my first reaction ever to them seeing them, it was March on Versailles. We all remember that song. It was freaking epic. Kind of excited. This one is called Seth. All right, everybody, you ready? You're not. By the way, I'm actually filming this live during the premiere, and I have never seen more love show up in the premiere of a video than Ad Infinitum. You usually get about 300 to 600 people live there. Melissa's there. The guys from Ad Infinitum are there. And the guys, okay, seriously, all the guys from Ad Infinitum, seriously, all these guys, and I'm not even joking, okay? They're not just in chat, right? So Niklas is talking about how excited he is, okay? Corbin is literally figuring out different ways to put the word Seth, Ad Infinitum, and Feuerschwanz into a new band name, and has invited everyone in the chat live during a premiere to come up with the best combinations. During the live premiere, a certain fire performer from a particular band from Germany showed up. She's in this video too, along with Diehl. They are the epic fire performers, fire dancer performers that you see on all these amazing Feuerschwanz live performances you see on the internet. They're also the mischievous cat ladies on Feuerschwanz videos, and they are just constant fun. Diehl is also the harp player for the Dark Side of the Moon. So when you see these performers, right, these ladies from Feuerschwanz, and you see them in all these different videos, do not write them off as just, oh, they're there to play with. No. Number one, they're performers. Number two, they're multi-talented. Number three, without them, Feuerschwanz would just be a bunch of dudes drunk in a bar. We've seen that before. I mean, not with armor and top hats, but we've seen it before. So, super excited. This is Seth, Old School Nerd's reaction. All right, you ready? Let me move the album cover out of the way. By the way, pre-order it now. By the way, I'm going to put the Chapter 3 Downfall link. It comes out in March. I'm going to put that in the description below. Also, all the Ad Infinitum links that they have, I'm going to put them in the description below. And do me a huge favor. I appreciate you coming in. I really, really, really do. But I need you to go to the link in my description that says original video here. I need you to click that, watch the original, and give the original a like. Why? Because as important as it is to me that you're here, and I thank you guys so much. You're part of my life. We need to support this band. I mean, they're big. They're getting bigger every day. But got to show that love, man, because they're making amazing stuff. Here we go. There's fire. There's Melissa. There's music. Probably more fire. So let's get into it. This is Seth. Okay, I didn't mean for it to do that. My bad clicky hand. Get to that Napalm Records logo. Whew, Jesus. Yeah, right there. Look, I got one right there. It's a metal one with lights. Here we go. Damn it. Every time. Okay. It's a great bass line. I like the bass line. While they do this tag to come back to the verse, the intro caught me off guard. I expected string elements, that symphonic metal feel. There was a groove there. It was gritty at first. Then you hear that cultural horn feel to it, that pipe horn in there, kind of give it a little bit more of a Moroccan, North African feel to it. I enjoyed that. Then it went into this groove, and during the verse, hats off, man. Rhythm section was there. That was a gritty bass line. They didn't do a lot of chording to flutter. It was more to add that semblance of darkness, that aggression. And then Melissa starts telling you this story of the deceiver, of this evil force. And I'm assuming that's Seth. Seth, you dick. No, there's more to it. I know I'm picking on this guy named Seth who doesn't exist, but I think we all know there's more of a mystical connotation, a mythology labeled here. And that, come on, it's epic storytelling. That's what Ad Infinitum does. And then, of course, this song, I wasn't really listening to the words per se, because you guys know I don't, because I'm listening to the arrangement and how the composition is layering musically to vocal. And this immediately had a more gritty feel to it, more low end, love that bass run. And then as it went into that chorus, you just felt it building up in the back. You felt it building up, even though it wasn't obvious, that when they got to the chorus, it was going to be something beautiful. And for me, I always look at Ad Infinitum songs like a flower. Seems weird for me to say it, but it's true. To me, every Ad Infinitum song, no matter what, whether it's a rose or a daisy or whatever, it seems to come up and then it always blooms for choruses, because there's always like a crescendo of sound, whether it be a string accompaniment or the guitar is going up a level or just the sound filling in. And then so when Melissa does these blasting vocals, there's an elevation. There's always a sunrise in Ad Infinitum songs. Have you caught that? Like, even no matter how dark they want to get, when they get to choruses, there's always like a sunrise. There's always a happy ending. And what's weird is some bands, they do this whole story arc to get to the happy ending. And Ad Infinitum does a happy ending literally every chorus. Like, there's a sunrise, a victory, right off into the sunset, a blooming flower, fireworks in the sky. There's always something that elevates you in an Ad Infinitum song. And they usually get it done by the end of the first chorus. By the way, we get to go back for another verse. You ready? You're not, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's go. I like that tag. I like that. Building and building and building. Called it. That's pretty. Wow. All right. We're gonna let that look. See, there's Jenny Diehl. There's Mieze MM. That's those Feuerschwanz fire performer cat women that cannot be trusted at any given time, which is why we love them. I do want to let this play again and just kind of share something that I've been wanting to tell everybody about Ad Infinitum for a while. Number one, everyone should buy the album, because the album you can literally play for non-metal fans. Like if you have fans that are like, oh, I'm afraid of metal and I'm not into metal, they can listen to Ad Infinitum and they are the perfect band to segue someone into your metal world. Because Melissa does have the ability to be as aggressive metally in her vocals and metal, but she can also be soft and contemporary, even jazzy folk feel. And it's a great segue. Also, the band has an underrated rhythm section. Now, I think, and the only way I can prove this theory is to see Ad Infinitum live. Every person in my community that lives in Europe that's seen Ad Infinitum live keeps telling me, dude, you're so 100% right when I tell you this following thing. On the album, there's a lot of ethereal elements, string elements, big chords. That guitar, that hugely multiple string guitar, does massive guitar chords in there. But a lot of it is driven by this ethereal oversense. These high keys and symphonic elements and folk elements that give this overwhelm, bombastic symphonic storytelling feel to it, this magical experience. But at the heart of this band, you have two guys in this rhythm section that are throwing down some pretty aggressive, low-end, funky, the only word I can think of is kind of a funky, jazzy beat. But the problem is, and it's not a problem, by the way, because Ad Infinitum is into storytelling on an epic level, probably better than anybody in their genre, it works. But if you're a musician like me who lives in the rhythm section as a drummer, I'm listening to these two guys and they're putting in such great movement in the rhythm section that you don't get to hear it as much on the album because there's so much ethereal epicness going on above it. So I asked some of my community members, hey, have you ever seen Ad Infinitum live? They're like, yes. It's like, how's that low end? How's that rhythm section in a live performance? They're like, dude, it's a completely different experience. And I was like, it's better? They're like, it's not better or worse. The people that go to Ad Infinitum live shows love Ad Infinitum storytelling and the albums. That's why they're there. But when you put this band live and that drum set and that bass player are in a house mix with that low end, it elevates the power of Ad Infinitum live. So my suggestion to all Ad Infinitum fans, if you love this band, if you love Melissa's voice, if you love the way these guys are creating the sound and the storytelling, and you want to be a part of this, absolutely do so. Order the album, watch every video, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. But if you get a chance to see this band live, please do. Because I'm telling you, everyone that I've talked to that has seen Ad Infinitum live says their live show is insane. Because the one thing you can't do in a live show is hold that rhythm section back. It's loud, it's thunderous, and it's a little funky, not gonna lie. Nobody uses slow motion dance moves better than Ad Infinitum in a video, by the way. I don't even think they even move at all. Pretty awesome. All right, everybody, that's it for me. My name is Old School Nerd, and that was me rambling for almost 18 minutes on a song that's 4 minutes and 23 seconds. That's how excited I am for Ad Infinitum. Yeah, they're on the list of bands I need to see in Europe. I need to catch them in Feuerschwanz on back-to-back nights, or maybe at one festival, something like that. You guys are on the list, you know that. All right, everybody. Appreciate your time. Okay, new album, March. Have all their information in the description. Please check it out, okay? We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right there. Big thank you to all my Patreons out there. We appreciate everything you do. If you want more content like this video, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.